Alright, I understand you can barely see me, but I've just woken up and it is game day, match number one. Liverpool versus Fulham. Again, you can barely see me, although it kicks off in half an hour. I'm going to watch it, hopefully be in a better state than I am by the end of the game, and give you my match reaction. I'm nervous, I'll be honest, I'm nervous. I know it's Fulham, but I've got a weird feeling about it. I'm going to give you my prediction. I reckon it's going to be 2-0 to Liverpool. But you never know with newly promoted clubs, so they've made a lot of tie-ins. So, we'll see. Let's go.
3 hours later.
That was a frustrating performance. So Liverpool have come away from the opening day of the 22-23 season with a 2-2 draw away at newly promoted Fulham. Where do I start? Where do I start? I know where I start. Jordan fucking Henderson. Listen, Jordan, I love you. You're one of my favourite players. And I'll get on to somebody else as well. I haven't forgot about someone else. We were diabolical. He was diabolical. I love Hendo, I really do, but he was awful, in my opinion. And I've looked on Twitter, and a lot of people think the same thing. But it wasn't just him, so I'm not going to give all the blame to Hendo. Listen, you ask me who my favourite player is in the squad, I always say Trent. But God fucking damn it, you were bad today, man. I just don't get the thought process of, if we're going to spend the first 30 minutes, first half, crossing the ball into the box, then why play little Bobby Firmino? Start Núñez. If we're going to cross the ball into the box, start Darwin Núñez. Don't fucking play Firmino, who isn't... Oh, I'm so frustrated. We started the first half, we were terrible. We were absolutely awful. Mitrovic scores, and we went into half-time 1-0. I have nothing to say about that first half. Fulham were absolutely all over us. We were awful. It's still raw. It's still raw right now. Liverpool Football Club, just gave Mitrovic 2 Premier League goals. Mitrovic. Listen, I might be wrong. Mitrovic might end up being top scorer, but right now, it's not looking good. It's not looking good. First half, we went down 1-0 to Trent again. Listen, I love you, but just head the ball. Just jump for the ball. Even if you've got no intention of actually heading it, jump to put him off. Don't just stand there like this and let him fucking topple over you, man. Christ above. The worst thing is, like, I said this to my dad at half time. The league, we lose the league by 1 point that many times that this will probably come back to haunt us and we'll probably lose the league on the final day again. Like, we have lost the league twice by losing about 2 games and drawing quite a few in games where we shouldn't draw. And I've got no doubt this is going to be a contributing factor. The second half, we looked better. And then 5 minutes in, Thiago pulls up for a hamstring injury. So, good start, lads. Thiago comes off. Harvey Elliott comes on, who I genuinely think was one of our best players in the game. Harvey Elliott, I don't think it's been spoken about enough on Twitter. I think he was unbelievable today. I think he was very, very creative. Could even have been better than Thiago, but he's pretty quiet. And then we also bought Núñez on, who was just a fucking monster. I'll get onto him. He was a monster. And we just looked better in the second half. I think Salah looked sharper. I think Elliott was a game changer. Him and Núñez, that double substitution was a game changer. Henderson, he still didn't look good. And you know what really, really confused me? The substitution, taking off Fabinho for Carvalho, or was it for... No, it was Diaz for Carvalho. Milner for Fabinho. Milner was good. Keep Fabinho on, take off Henderson. I think Henderson looked worse than Fab, and we kept Hendo on. I get he's the captain and Klopp loves him, and he shouts sometimes, but he wasn't good. Like, he offered nothing really. until like the last minute when he hit the bar, but we'll talk about that. We scored. Darwin Núñez. He had that chance before where he flicked it, and I just thought, fuck me, don't do that again. He did it again, and he scored. So you can do that all you want as long as you're scoring, lads. But honestly, Núñez I think was our best player in the game. Him and Elliott and Salah from the second half. Núñez did something I haven't seen a Liverpool striker do in quite a while, which is find space, and just run in the space. Like, give options in the box. Like, we crossed the ball in the first half, and we had one man in the box, and it was Firmino. We had Núñez, and he offered something up front more than Firmino did. I love Firmino. I love the entire squad. Like, I feel bad slagging off my players because I really do love the squad. But Firmino wasn't on it. Hendo wasn't on it. Trent wasn't on it. Even Van Dijk. Van Dijk was good in moments, but I think... Nah, okay, right, we'll get onto the penalty. Goal number 2 for Fulham was said penalty. Weak. So weak. I don't think it... I know I'm going to sound biased, but I don't think it was a penalty. I know there was knee contact. Very minimal, though. Very, very minimal. It looked like he was going down before the contact was made, and I think it was weak, but Mitrovic slots it in. We let Mitrovic score 2 goals against us. I'm never going to recover from that. And we go 2-1 down. Just as it looks, we're starting to get a bit of a roll on in the game. And for the first time in the game, I thought we can go on and grab, take the lead here. And then we give a penalty away. So make of that what you will. But the mighty Reds came back and scored again with Salah from an assist from Núñez, which he definitely meant to do, by the way. He definitely didn't miscontrol it. But yeah, 2-2 from Salah. That's how it finished. Frustrating. Very, very frustrating. I really hoped we could go on and grab the winner. If you'd have asked me before the game, would you take a 2-2 draw? I'd laugh in your face and say absolutely not. But given the first half performance and how we performed really throughout the whole game, I will genuinely take a 2-2 draw against Fulham, just given off that performance. And like I said before, what worries me is that we've had league campaigns where we've lost one game and lost the league by a point because we've drawn too many games and we've drawn against the teams we should be beating. And I'm worried that's going to happen again. I'm worried we're going to lose the league by 1 point. I'm going to make a video about it and I go, that opening day against Fulham. And I genuinely am worried that's going to happen. I think City have now, they've got to pounce on that. Who have they got? They've got West Ham. I don't know, man. I see City winning that. I know West Ham are good, but I see City winning it. And this could be the game that costs us the league title on match day 1. Either that or I'm being pessimistic. Is it pessimistic? And I'm being too miserable. We'll wait and see. Time will tell. Palace next week. I probably won't make a video on that because I'm away on holiday with my family and my mate, and they don't know how to do YouTube, so I kind of can't, make a video on it. But I will do a video on it maybe when I get back or after the United game. I'll talk about both. We need to win that game against Palace. We have to win. It has to be a better performance. Thiago, I think he'll be out for a few weeks. It looks like he'd done his hammy. So I want us to start with Alisson, Trent, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson. In the midfield, I want Fabinho, Elliott, Hendo or Keita. Do I want Keita? No, Hendo. I'm gonna put my faith in Hendo and say we've got to start him again and let him resurrect himself. Then up front, I want Salah, Núñez, and Diaz, who, by the way, I think was decent in the game. Diaz, he had a few decent chances. Why we didn't give the ball to him more when Tete had the yellow card? Tete was obviously gonna back off, so I'm a little bit concerned as to why we didn't choose to attack him more. But that is what it is. Yeah. Interesting game. In terms of my man of the match then, I think BT gave it to Mitro, I think. The Premier League app, I got the notification, they gave it to Salah, which I thought was an interesting one. I'll give who I think my man of the match was during the game, and then I'll give who I think was Liverpool's best player, in my opinion. Man of the match during the game, Pains me to say it, but it's Mitrovic. He scored 2 goals. You can't not give him the man of the match for that. Our best player, I know Salah got it from the Premier League app. I'd say it's between Salah, Elliott, and Nunez. You know what? I'm going to go for Harvey Elliott. I know that's going to surprise a few people, but I honestly think he was really, really solid, and I think he was very good. So I'm going to go Harvey Elliott. I'm really excited to see what he does for the rest of the season. So there we go then, that is the match reaction to Liverpool taking a point away from Craven Cottage away at Fulham on match day 1. Frustrating performance, we've got to be better against Palace at home. I think we will be better. I might do a video on the build-up of that. I'm not really sure what I'm planning to do yet in terms of videos. We'll just see what happens. We've got to be better against Palace. Hopefully we start a lot sharper than we did today. And yeah, hopefully we get 3 points. We need 3 points. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe for more Liverpool content. Leave a like. Let me know what sort of videos you want me to be doing, Liverpool themed. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. The Invincible season is still on. I can't say that, it's match day 1. The Invincible season is still on. And I will see you guys in a bit. Take care of yourselves. Peace.